But I know the DJ.
Do you?
You gotta
90s baby, stand up.
I'm coming back because I'm blowing in it. Pause. I take my craft serious.
Get the hell out of here. I don't owe you shit.
Welcome to episode 56 of But I Know the DJ, the original New England podcast discussing all things DJing, music, nightlife, business, and pop culture through the unfiltered opinions of host Snacks.
Give me snacks, baby.
DJ FINGAZ and Cammy V.
DJ Cammy V.
Powered by Dope Entertainment. And it's a special day because today, on the day that we are recording this podcast right now, it is our esteemed host FINGAZ's birthday. Super happy to have him here on podcast day celebrating.
Hold on. Stop the music. Hit the drum. Hit the bombs. It was a cold night, December 20th. I'm trying to do it, bro. You over here giggling and shit. 1989. It was a cold December night.
Yeah.
1 o'clock in the morning. A legend was born. This man will birth a lot of sons, right, Stams?
Yeah.
But it's my fucking day, and it happened to land on a pod day, which is a fucking blessing. Towards the end of the year, which we're wrapping up, just let the song rock while we take the shot real quick.
Oh! The one thing
We have one rule
we have
We have one rule
rule
in the studio. Do not spill on the table.
do not spill on the table.
Take the defective bottle that's on there, too.
You blaming the can?
You don't worry about that. This is all live. We're going to keep this live. You got to run that shit.
No,
You
you
lost
lost
it.
it. You lost
Too late now.
Play that shit. Yo, Drake's supposed to be narrating all this shit. Your life is full of mistakes. Life is full of ups and downs. You know, sometimes the noon be high, sometimes it be low. As you can see.
This is a rough start.
This is a great clip.
But
Wow.
happy birthday, FINGAZ. We appreciate you.
Here, don't spill. Cheers.
Cheers.
Fuck off.
Cheers. Big Sagittarius energy.
Big Sag.
As we wrap up the year, and we appreciate you joining the show. Been an amazing addition. Funny, eccentric, opinionated, knowledgeable. So once again, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Very appreciative.
Controversial.
Viral.
The list goes on and on. And with more to celebrate, this is also the last last podcast episode of the year.
Yeah.
We are wrapping up 2022. It's been an amazing year for the show.
Feels like we just started back up, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's been a great ride this year. Some highlights. The highlight for me was Neo.
Huge.
It was huge.
That was great.
Shout out Ado and Dope for helping orchestrate everything. And it was just an amazing day. Filming in the middle of a nightclub. Yeah. Bringing the whole fucking team out.
Yeah.
Dude, that was
and
awesome.
all the equipment and shit in the middle of a club.
And the album release party right after.
Right after walking out with him and dude, like all the lights and like all the
shit,
phones and shit.
For us being an up and coming podcast, and handling that really well, and he wanted to stay. We actually were like, all right, let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And but we were like, it was getting so late.
Yeah.
We were like, we still have this whole fucking party to do.
Yeah.
And fucking Fab
We
is
could
downstairs.
hear it. We could hear it bumping
We could hear the
downstairs.
party like
Yeah.
under us. I mean, like, yo, like they're waiting. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And we could talk long, and shout out to Neo for being so like receptive to us.
Bro, he was great. He was great.
And and shout out to him for his album release, and it's been great
To have moments like this on the show. We obviously need a good team behind us.
Yeah.
It's more than like just the guys that are on the screen. So shout out to all the guys behind the scene, Ado, all the video guys, Phil, EJ, Timmy.
Yeah, Catherine on
Catherine.
design as well.
Design as well, yep.
We do have a big team, and I tell people all the time, and it's not just us. We're just really just the faces. We do the show, but the people that do the show, are behind the scenes.
Listen, there's a lot of podcasts that start off that don't go past episode 5, and it's because it is hard to do it all on your own. So we have
it's so
people
fucking
that
hard.
are dedicated to actually making this look the way it does and run the way it does, and it's a lot of hands in the pot. So it's awesome.
What are some other highlights you guys have?
Well, of course, you guys did well with with AB.
Antonio Brown, yeah.
Eccentric AB.
I really wish you were there for that.
Oh my God, me too.
Because it was already absolutely manic. and since then, he's been all over the headlines.
Oh my God, like right after that drop.
Yeah.
And
it's just one after another, and it's just like every time like I see a headline pop up, I see the image of him sitting in that chair.
yeah, people send us his like headlines all the time just because like they know we did the show with him.
Yeah.
And that shit was wild, and he was definitely a different guest compared to Neo.
Let me just can I put a little behind the scenes thing that most people don't know about?
Please.
During the show, his legs are so fucking long. So obviously I sat across from him.
Yeah.
His legs were so long. He had no idea. His feet were resting on my feet the entire show.
No way.
Yeah. And I was
Shit.
I was way too scared. I was too scared to say anything.
I gotta go back and watch it now with that in mind.
Yeah, look at my
That's gonna be
face.
hilarious.
Yeah, bro.
Another good moment for me, just because this person's kind of in the middle of like, starting off and taking off, which is Mosa.
Oh my God, yeah, he was.
That was a
amazing
good,
on the show.
came with some merch and gave a good kind of like interview about how he came up and stuff like that. Make sure to go check that out. Check out his music. Just do it dope. He dropped a few things since then.
Yep.
So to me that was very special. Being from the area.
And I know that he's gonna grow up and grow to be a big artist that that we're very excited about. And I think being able to have him on early, as you said, and just like hearing him and how driven he is and the dreams that he has, like it really spoke to me. And I was very inspired by his words and everything like that. So absolutely, he was such a highlight.
I feel like a lot of people are going to go back and watch that interview too. He's already had his moment, but again, it's going to continue to grow, and people are going to go look back at that interview and be like, "Yo, this is why he had the foundation to be able to get to this point." So
I feel like for the audience, a lot of people love when me and this motherfucker argue.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that's what helps make a good show. And at the end of the day,
because it's organic. We're not making this shit up. This is organic.
Yeah.
We had an argument before the things cut on. It's just real life. We respect each other. We all are very opinionated. He's a Sagittarius himself. He just had a birthday, so like we're very opinionated. And then you have the balance here.
Yeah, the balance.
The balance. He's the balance.
The innocent bystander.
He's the light.
And it's like it's funny because like I kind of want to we kind of gotta get a clip of like all the times we like interrupt him and then we just go off.
I know. I feel so bad.
He just sits in the background like this.
I feel so
the whole
bad.
time like
I feel so bad.
just looking.
Makes for good content, baby. Come on.
No, yeah, but I love the both of you and adding you guys to the show was really
Good chess move.
No, honestly, like
Great chess move.
I don't think two other guys would have been better. The dynamic is great. I'm super appreciative of you guys, and people,
Same here, bro.
People love the dynamic, and I'm excited for what 2023 has to bring for the show. I think adding on to just like personality wise, like I think some of like the unplanned catchphrases. Your pussy's calling my name.
All the familiarity.
All of the familiarity. Gutta was insane.
Good.
Gingivitis. So we appreciate everybody kind of hanging on with us this year and supporting us. As always, we're just going to keep on. The train's going to keep going, and hopefully a new year of jokes, laughs, arguments.
Yeah, man.
And moments for sure.
But I know the DJ to the moon.
To the moon.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, cheers. Great
Happy
year.
New Year.
Great year.
And so, as we move on, DJs, New Year's is one of the busiest, craziest nights of the entire year. A lot of money comes through. A lot of amateurs come through. A lot of veterans come through. It's a huge, huge night. I think no matter where you DJ or how you DJ, I think a lot of venues or even like restaurants, lounges that may not have a consistent night are opening up to have a night because it's just like so many people want to go out. They need to go out. And again, a lot of people who don't go out, go out. People who haven't gone out in a long time go back out. You know what I'm saying? And it's a huge, huge night. Super, super excited. But one of the biggest things is, with all that being said, I think it really requires a lot of adjustment in terms of how you DJ. Like I'm going to be playing at a place that I DJ all the time, but I am not expecting it to be the same type of crowd that I get on a Saturday night.
Yep.
Excuse me. Because of how many new people come out. And so I think very much depending on I think the size of the venue or how many people are going to be there, how you approach a night like New Year's is very different because also people leave earlier. People get so fucked up to make it to midnight. And then it gets to midnight and then they're like, okay, like now it's time to go home.
By 1 o'clock, it's going to be like quarter capacity.
And
that's good.
and that's something that I noticed in the past few years. And you know, and I get it. You know, you get your New Year's kids and they're like, shit, like let's go fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what's left?
Yeah. And so you know, how are you guys anticipating or approaching your New Year's sets this year?
Yeah, you know, New Year's Eve, like you nailed the nail on the head there.
Thanks, man.
It's the Super Bowl of nightlife, and as far as like a DJ is concerned, like obviously the venue's making a lot of money. We're getting paid a little bit more as well. Yeah. So like you know, we need to put in that extra effort. I have a feeling. I mean, like just from my experiences, you're gonna be playing more nostalgic records later on in the night, just because of that kind of crowd that comes in. That not experienced crowd, that not like weekly crowd is not going to be coming in. So you're going to be playing more nostalgic records later on in the night as opposed to like if you were playing them during your opening set. But yeah, I think also you just got to take into account of like, in my mind, you got to wrap up, you got to tie the year up in a perfect bow. And you need to really pick out those highlight records from the year and incorporate them in the set because people are like, yeah, this was this year, you know, like this was on the radio all the time. So
for me, what's important, the most important time in New Year's is the 30 minutes before and the 30 minutes after. That hour right there is the most important part because you're building up to that point. First of all, you got to make sure you have a good enough app on your phone that does the countdown on time.
Right. That's the thing that stresses me out.
That stresses me out the most.
Because, I mean, granted, if you're 5 seconds off, like, it's not...
But then you'll have those people in the crowd that have a different app. They're like, no, it's 1 second left.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It also depends on your venue. So let's say you're at a big club that maybe has an LED and they have their count. Like, I remember... So I did Icon last year. I'm doing it this year again. I remember me and the visual guy, like... I told him, I was like, I have this, like, you know, people have, like, New Year's edits. Where it's a minute countdown or a 30-second or whatever. I think maybe I think I had a 30-second because a minute's, like, way too much. But I was like, yo, I have this 30-second thing. Let's be in sync and blah, 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 blah. He goes, okay. And it was actually Tim, I think. And now the more I think about it, it was Tim because something got fucked up. So, like, we did it, and so basically it was supposed to be like, okay, because he's like, okay, I have a 30-second countdown, so I'm gonna put it up right when you start your 30-second thing, so it's all in time, right? And so I go perfect, and then and we did it I think right when I got in, like that was like the game plan for ball drop, and when it happens, he like I don't know if he chose the wrong one or he just did something wrong, and he goes, oh fuck, turns it black. Then he's like, "Yo, start it over," and I'm like, "Dude, I can't.
It's too late.
I'm like, I can't change time." Like, I was like, "I'm on," and then he goes, "Fuck." Oh, shit, I just spit over. He goes, I remember he goes, "Fuck," and it's like black.
Oh my!
And he's like
God.
trying to figure it out, and then I think he ends up like figuring it out. I don't know what he did. I don't know, like visual stuff like that. But then it goes back up, and I was just like, I remember standing there being like, "Yo, what the fuck just happened?"
And like with those countdowns, you have to remember to put the tempo at 0.
That too,
because if you have the tempo up or low, like you're going faster than the time.
Right.
So, but then if you're playing at maybe a small bar, or lounge, or a restaurant, or whatever,
it doesn't.
Then and if they don't have that, then you can kind of everyone's going off of you. At that point.
So
you know
Game
what I mean?
On actually has the TVs on, and I did that last year, doing it again this year, and so I had to wait. So. Luckily, like I could see like the time counting down.
So that's better because you're going with the TV.
They had like the Times Square thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm at Bodega. That's what I hope they have,
bro.
Because like I want to just make sure that I'm on that point,
bro. It's awesome because they put the TV straight across from the DJ booth, so it's not like you gotta look around for it. It's dead in front of you.
And I think on the computers you can put the change the time where you can see the seconds.
Yeah. I mean, what I'm using is my Apple Watch because I have to the second on my Apple Watch, so that's what I'm gonna be using. But yeah, and again, some clubs like like I know like Royale has like the digital clock that's like on the DJ thing. That that it depends where you're at, but
that's just like DJing a wedding and you're introducing the bride and the groom coming in. That's how like nerve wracking that part because you want it to be so perfect. It's kind of like it's. I mean,
it's the peak of the. It's what people pay. The extra money.
You're starting off everyone's year. You are the conductor of that, so it's huge. So like I said, DJs prepare a set hone in on the first 30 minutes, the 30 minutes before 12 and the 30 minutes after. That's going to be your make or breaker of the night for me.
Yeah. And now, question. What is your New Year's song this year?
Man. It's got to be anywhere. I know that a lot of spots already dropped their like infused like song going into like I like to do the original the New Year's song, whatever it's called.
It's the I know what you're talking about.
Countdown 10, 9, whatever. Boom, boom. Happy New Year. It'll hit that some type of like that, and then maybe going into like I'd say that's still the biggest song of the year. Still to me for like the clubs, like as far as hypeness is Pepas.
I get what
you're
saying.
gonna do Pepas as your ball drop song.
No, I'm throwing it out there. I don't know yet. But that for me, that's still a big reactionary song.
No, of course, but the way I approach it is it has to be of that year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So obviously, was it 2020 or whatever? That was everyone's ball drop song, and you could do it, and it'll be fine.
It'll go great,
it'll ring. But like,
I would say after that, I'm good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I'm good. Would be the next one, just because wording and everything like that.
Yes.
Is really good. I like a good song leading up to it is "Time" by Black Eyed Peas.
I know
the time of my life.
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
And that sounds a lot like the New Year's.
Yeah, that's in between that
That's cool. I
hour
like
of
that.
before and after. That's a good thing
That's
to play.
Dirty Bit.
Yeah, Dirty Bit. You know, it's a good kind of hype to get to it.
Right.
Like people are like getting antsy, like, oh, let's go. You know. Exactly.
I like this. At weddings, I do the Dirty Dancing into this.
Yeah.
Nice. I love that.
So that's huge.
I think it also depends what room you're in as well.
Yeah, 100%.
You know,
100%.
if it's like kind of advertises more of like a hip hop night, I think this year, I did some research. Super Gremlin was probably the biggest hip hop record streamed this year, believe it or not.
Yeah, interesting.
So I think that's a big one too. And if you're doing like more of like a Latin night, dude, I mean, how could you not have like Titi Me Pregunto or like any Bad Bunny song?
If I was doing like kind of like a urban hip hop spot, I'd probably do Last.
Yeah.
Ooh,
so
yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
good
Like
one as well.
Last is a great choice, but again, if you're playing a fucking white crowd, it's
I'm
it's just
not doing that
like
Game
that.
On.
Like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
So I mean, with Icon, I was actually working on my, like I mentioned, my New Year's edits today, and like I was like, I gotta make like 5, because Icon is just one of the, like, when you're playing a downtown club, like it's gonna be a whole mess of of people. And it's going to be one of those things where, like, 10 minutes before, I just got to look at the room and be like, okay, I got to make a decision.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm going to have myself options.
Smart.
So Last is one of them. I'm Good is the first one I made.
Yeah.
And I made this amazing. I wish I had it done here. I made this really, really dope edit where I have a piano version. I actually have the piano version in here, so I can show you what I'm talking about.
No, I think that's the right call. I think as far as like that high energy, you know, and especially because the way that you're going to do that intro is going to be smart, because people are still like hugging, kissing, high-fiving, whatever.
Yep.
And then like it builds right back into the...
Yep. So basically what I'm sorry, I'm pulling it up. It's taking a while. So I found this. Right? And it's all in key.
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, okay, I really want to use this, because the way I look at it is, you have your 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year.
Yeah.
But I think you need a buffer time. You can't just
Yes.
drop
No.
the
Agreed.
thing, because you need the buffer time of people hugging, kissing,
Yeah.
cheering, calling their parents, whatever. So that's why I'm playing this. I have the acapella of the song, so I put that on top of it. So it's a more like a somber version of it. But obviously, BB Rex is blowing those pipes up on this, so it sounds really dope. All in key sounds amazing, and then it goes into and then so it's like
I
the
think
real
that's
one.
it for you. I think that.
I love
So
that.
that's why I was the first. That's like the one I was going in on.
Yeah.
But when we had the conversation in a DJ group chat I was in, and people were like putting in their ideas, and I was like, damn, like I need to have like all these different options. I know like Ball Drop French Montana is like a classic one.
Yeah.
But like to me, that's it's got to be like urban hip hop.
Yeah.
It's got to be like for people to know it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which so again, you can go that way as well. You know. And imagine if you're doing like something like the W or something like the loud, like we maybe have an older crowd, maybe getting like a classic record, an Earth, Wind and Fire type shit, like I don't know, like something like that that gets everybody happy and into like a good start of the year mood.
Yeah.
I think it is valid.
Yeah.
I think it's 100% valid.
Celebration, shit like that.
Something,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Something,
where
yeah,
it makes sense.
Something's a little more tenured and like nostalgic. I think. Yeah.
Your point on ending the night on nostalgic records was interesting to me because I don't think I've ever really approached it that intentionally. What do you think about?
I like
about
that because, like I said, it's New Year's. It's different. You're getting a different kind of vibe and listening to different energy. So like to get to those sing along, like
Definitely more generic because, like I said, we have the
generic.
we have the rookies that don't usually
Yeah.
go out. It's the one time a year they go out.
Exactly.
So you got to make sure they know everything.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So that's definitely a good way to approach it. I'm definitely gonna add that to my list too to make sure that happens. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because at that point, like I said, people are just they're in euphoria. They're just like, so if they hear songs they're familiar with back to back hits,
Right.
it might keep them around a little
It's gonna
longer.
stick. Yeah. Yep.
You know?
And the thing about New Year's too is people come early. Like I remember last year we were pumping early.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
being like, fuck, like I need to slow
Yeah.
down because
Yeah.
but like I said, the crowd's excited and like I said, they're probably gonna leave soon after midnight, so they know to come right when doors open and to get drunk and to party. Because I mean I've done this in the past too. Like after the gig, you go to your family,
Yeah.
or you go to your friend's
Right
party,
away.
like the
Right.
house
After party.
that you missed, or people.
Yeah.
I remember the New Year's before COVID. Ada was there. We're at So High. Oh my god, bro! I didn't sleep till like 6. Like, yo, bro, it was crazy. So, dude, and obviously it was so fucked up because it's 2019 going into 2020, right? And everyone's always like excited of the year. Like little did we know while we were partying we were gonna have the worst year of our fucking lives.
This is my year.
No, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
Lockdown.
God.
And I remember that party. I had so many of my friends come out, so many of my fucking friends, and it was just like
Just spreading COVID unknowingly.
And
Facts.
and So High is that kind of venue where like if your friends are all around you, like you feel it.
Yeah.
And so I remember after the ball dropped and like you start cleaning out a little bit more, and then like once it was like 1, I remember I was so fucked up, like bro, I was drunk as fuck, and I remember I look up and I'm like, you know, the people that are here are like just as fucked up too. But
Yeah.
all my friends here, I mean, it's controversial now, but I remember at that time I did like a 45-minute Kanye set, only because it was just like me and my friend. No, Kanye and Drake set. I
That's
just like
dope.
went back to back to like classic, like.
That's
Songs
dope,
from both of
man.
them, and I was just like, "This is the vibe right now." Like,
I'm still playing Kanye, by the way. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm gonna play fucking Kanye.
What are your
It is what it
go-to?
is.
What are your go-to club Kanye records?
My go-to club Kanye records.
a good question.
Obviously, fucking Niggas in Paris.
Yeah,
Can't Tell Me Nothing.
Can't Tell Me Nothing's a huge club record,
Mm.
and it resets a room.
It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
It completely
yeah,
resets
yeah.
a room.
Father Stretch My Hands.
Yep.
But I'm gonna go with what's it called? Some other
You
shit.
play both part 1 and 2.
I play part 2.
You go straight into part 2.
No, I play part 1. I've used part 1 for like encores, the end of the night type shit, to where it's like you kind of want people to be mellow, but you kind of want people to be like, oh shit, what a great night.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely drop part 1 in there.
Power's a big one as well.
Power is a huge one.
I don't play Power a lot. I have that intro with Power in
That's
it, but
kind of
besides
the
that,
extent of it. I don't.
I don't. But thing is, I think it would ring.
It would definitely ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
21st century. If you said it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to think about some B-side Kanye records.
I play Flashing Lights.
Flashing Lights on the B-side. though.
Slow jams.
But you
Slow
didn't.
James not B-side either.
Oh, B-side? Well, I'm trying to think. Well,
What's the
what
one?
what do you consider a B-side?
Yeah, I'm confused.
The shit with Rihanna on Life of Pablo. I just wanted you to know.
Oh,
Famous.
Famous.
When the year that shit
Okay.
dropped, though, that shit was not
Dude,
a B-side.
that
That-
beat-
I was playing that a lot.
Dude,
Yeah.
that beat switch is iconic, bro. That shit's probably one of my best beat switches, like in like samples of
The Sister Nancy.
Sister Nancy Bam Bam. That shit,
Mm.
like till this day, I had to go back and see how he did that, and like the tone
That shit
playing he
that
did
shit
with
would
that.
probably ring. If
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I might have to bring that back. Actually, no.
So I would do it right. But then like I would do the first verse, and then when Rihanna comes in, there's supposed to be another verse after that, but I would bring it to the part where it goes to the switch up, so it's not too much of it.
Right. Yeah, because it's
So
already played at that point.
starting it at the and I'll go from there straight into the bam 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 beat. Don't even play.
Well, since you're canceling Kanye, yeah, I guess you.
I'm
do
not
that.
canceling Kanye.
Clearly, you just say is I mean,
the world is canceling.
are you still playing Kanye?
I just told you I'm still playing Kanye.
Okay. Are you still playing? Do
Yeah.
you look around though? Do you look up and you look around?
I just told you what I think I am. A god.
A god.
I just told you.
I mean, we got tats. We can't. There's nothing we can do about it.
No, I mean,
we do, yeah.
We got
true.
yay tats, so that's what we can do about it. But yeah, man, your New Year's is it's. I'm excited for it. I'm kind of scared for the year.
Why?
I just don't know, man.
What? What
I'm
kind of
always-
energy is this?
I'm always top of the year. I'm always like ready for it, but then I'm always like, damn, man. I'm thinking about all the shit that happened the year before, and like the way the world is, and like I'm always got to balance it in my head. That's how I am. I always kind of prepare myself.
Realistic.
Be realistic of the
Yeah.
times and stuff like that. So
Yo, take a shot. You need to calm down. Take a shot.
that's all good. My shit's straight. I mean, you got your straight
I got
ginger
a little
ale.
I got a little mixy. I got a high noon. I'm chilling.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, yo, shout out to Argentina, by the way.
ooh,
Shout out to Argentina,
Yeah.
by the way.
Shout out Argentina.
They're going
Messi.
nuts right now in Argentina, man.
yo, before we hopped on the show, I just read they had to helicopter airlift Messi out of the streets of Argentina because the crowd was just like too big.
Yo, he's really that guy.
Dude, they were in front of his grandmother's house
Yeah,
in the middle of the
I saw
night,
that, I saw
Yeah.
that.
singing to la 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 la, Messi's grandmother, la la. You know, in Spanish. I was like, yo.
I asked this. I forgot if I asked it to y'all. If this was on the show. If I already said this on the show, let me know. If you had to be the best, like the face of the sport for any sport,
Soccer,
which would it be?
soccer,
It would be soccer. Soccer's just universal.
world. Yeah.
A lot
World
of
God,
my friends I asked were like, oh, like basketball.
Look
Or
at
like
No,
look,
no, no,
look at the stats between
soccer.
I understand.
football.
I agree. I said soccer too.
They said football like it was the view count was over like
Oh my God, it's-
millions.
But that's what I'm saying. That's like the westernized
Yeah.
mentality where
Yeah.
you think like American football is like the best or like
Right.
basketball is the best. I mean,
But again-
basketball is huge, but like
again,
soccer is the most international.
absolutely. And again, too, I
Word.
think it also has to do with, for whatever reason, I think there was research done on it. Like most recognizable players, because they're wearing helmets. Like
Can't really like yeah,
foot-
that's true.
football,
That's true.
hockey, even like
I
baseball.
thought
'cause
Tom
they're
Brady was
wearing
black.
hats.
Give me snacks, baby.
Oh shit!
But
Why?
like-
Why? Because he's on child support now? What the fuck, dude? Because he's on child support? What type of shit is that, bro? Come on, son. We're chatting, huh? Chatting, huh?
You know my
Christ.
fucking body.
Yo, but it's fucking crazy that like this is the first time the World Cup was during like the holidays. It's the first time ever because
It's
of the
usually
time
in the
difference.
Summer.
Because the summer in Qatar is
150 degrees.
It's right now.
Right.
and the winter for them is our summer.
No. Because if they did it in the summer, it'd be 150 degrees. It's 100 degrees right now in Qatar.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, it was way too
I
hot.
know it has something to do with the weather.
Yeah, it was way too. It'd be way too hot if they did it over the summer. So they had to do it like in the middle of, because if anyone that listens to the show follows soccer, like this is like the middle of their season right
Yeah.
now. They have like a couple international breaks here and there, and
Yeah.
like a Christmas holiday. But yeah, like this is like the middle of their season.
Yeah, and luckily, the next time the World Cup comes through, it will be in North America.
Yep, it's Canada, us, and I think Mexico.
Yeah, I said North America, buddy. That's what it is.
Anyway, some people.
Yeah,
some
we're
people- listen,
big. We're a big geography show, huh?
Some people don't know that, so I gotta make sure the motherfuckers that don't know that know that.
And there's talks. I don't know if it's confirmed that like games will be at Gillette.
Yeah,
I think it's in talks. I don't know if
Yeah,
it's
so-
confirmed, but
I don't. Yo,
That's gonna be fucking
gotta pull
nuts.
up. I gotta pull up.
we gotta have Messi on the pod if he's still playing. if he's still
No,
playing.
this is his last World Cup.
Yeah, his last World Cup.
So he's.
And then I wish Ronaldo, you know, it's gonna be his last one too. So I wish. 'Cause I'm a Portugal fan. You know what I'm saying? Being Cape Verdean and
Right,
the ties, I'm a
right.
Portugal fan. A lot of Cape Verdean players are on Portugal, but Ronaldo, he's still a great player, man. Fuck what everyone got to say out there.
I'm a big Ronaldo guy, and also like that was before he went to Juve. I'm a Juventus fan, big Italy team.
Well,
So I've always been a Ronaldo guy, but I'm gonna be honest. Messi may have cemented the GOAT status.
No, he
at this
did.
Oh yeah, it's
He
not.
did,
It's not
he
a debate
did.
anymore.
He got the
I think he
World
may
Cup.
have cemented it. And I know my boy Danny, who's a big Messi guy, is going to listen to this podcast and be like, you motherfucker, I told you. He's a big Messi guy.
He
So
did, and he scored. He was scoring. So
yeah,
But how about that Mbappe, huh?
he's
Yo,
him.
listen, that
He's him.
game,
He's
that
him.
game
turned
was
out-
fucking crazy.
He did his thing.
Yeah.
He did his thing.
Was fucking
So
crazy.
absolutely shout out to Argentina, shout out to the World Cup, and big shout out to just the year in general. I know a big goal for us is just to continue to grow, get more awesome guests and just to grow the fan base really and the listeners. So we appreciate y'all, and we want to continue rocking with y'all.
Facts. Listen, if you're watching right now, stop real quick. Scroll down, subscribe if you're not subscribed, like, comment. It helps the situation. It helps us out, helps push the name. We also have a TikTok. We have a new TikTok. But Another DJ, look it up. We have all our clips on there. We got some funny stuff that we react to online. Make sure you do that. Don't forget Instagram as well. But Another DJ, help us out, man. We love you guys. We love the support. You know what we do here. We know what you do there. Watch us everywhere.
In typical By Another DJ fashion, we save the best for our special episodes. This is FINGAZ' birthday. This is the end of the year episode, and so we have a special guest today. Mega producer, signed to Dream Chasers, official producer for Meek Mill, responsible for songs like Sharing Locations, Hot, and many, many more. We welcome Nick Papz in the fucking building.
Yeah. What we doing? Come on.
Big DC energy. Welcome to the show, man. Thank you so much for making the time, pulling up. A friend of the show, really. At a distance.
Oh, yeah.
At a distance.
Family ties.
And we're super happy to have you here, man.
Oh, yeah. Let's get it.
And so for those, I mean, you know the tag. You've heard the tag. Big records.
Yeah.
Sharing Locations that we played on your intro and your huge. I mean, I just kind of want to start at the beginning. Like, how did everything kind of just play out for you, and how'd you get your start over here?
Man, you know how many times I asked that question?
I'm sure. Because and for all the producer, the DJs listening, like, because it's all about how. Yeah. What's the origin story?
It's
like,
crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's
I mean?
fucking wild. Like, I used to I used to engineer when I was like in high school, and I had this kid. Me and him thought we were gonna like blow up together, and I like would engineer his vocals, like make him sound good. My brother was making the beats, and one day I was like, "Yo, fuck it, let me learn how to make beats." So he taught me. I started making beats, and I was like, you know what? Let me make a YouTube. Fuck it, put beats on YouTube, make like Meek Mill type beats, J. Cole type beats, Rick Ross type beats, whatever it was. Then all of a sudden I started getting like millions of views, 300,000 views, 400,000 views, whatever. And then one day I was in college, and
about what year is this? Like
2016.
Word.
Yeah, I was in college. And
were you making bread off of the YouTube?
Yeah, I was making money off YouTube. Yeah, that's why I was paying for my car and all that.
Oh shit! Wow.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, and I was friends with Meek's DJ Brand, because he reached out to me because he was trying to learn beats because he found me on YouTube. He DM'd me. He was like, "Yo, I want to learn how to make beats." So he DM'd me, and I responded, and I got his number. And then one day, it's just like, he just called me, and then I looked on my Instagram at the same time because I had my notifications on, and it said Meek Mill liked your video. I was like, bro, what? So he called me, and he's like, yeah, I got Meek's homie on the line. He's like, yeah, we want to sign you. We want to, fly out to L.A., I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
So it was pretty immediate. Like, it wasn't like a...
It was instant, like out of nowhere.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just out of nowhere. And then I was in class, and I actually flipped my desk. Like, my backpack went flying, my pencils, whatever.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I walked out, thought I was done with school, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And then I walked out, I took the phone call, went back to class somehow, some way. Just was not listening to a fucking thing the teacher was saying.
Heart racing, yeah. Oh, my God.
The next week, I flew out to L.A. I went for like a day. And there's actually a video on YouTube of me meeting Meek. Played him one beat. And when I played that one beat, this shit just went wild. Like,
so
he was like,
so you just went dolo?
I went by myself.
Wow.
And you being like, okay, you get off the plane. I'm sure they gave you an address or whatever. You pull up. Like, how are you feeling in that moment?
Bro, it was so crazy. Like, I remember they had a hookah in the studio, and I was afraid to hit it. Like, yeah, I was afraid to hit it, like, because I was just in such a moment, because like, Meek Mill, like, still to this day is like my favorite rapper. So like, so it was just such a surreal moment. I didn't know what to do. Like, you
don't want to mess up the moment.
Like his engineer, I know you probably heard the tag, like, "Turn me up, Cruz." That's my manager now. He is the one who like guided me. He's the one who helped me with all the paperwork, everything. I had a lawyer and everything. But like, he was like guiding me through the entire day, like when to play beats, how to like. I remember we all went out to dinner to this place called Katana's in L.A. Had a private room. We had James Harden pull up. Bro, I was in the middle of like,
Jesus
bro,
Christ.
it was wild, bro. When I'm like, people don't understand that. It's like when I'm like nowadays, like when I'm around these type of people, like people and like especially like where I'm from, like Boston, like they don't really understand the shit that I see every day.
Yeah.
Like if I put a GoPro on my head and walked around, they would be like, damn, now I understand it.
So in the beginning, how did you, like, what was your thought process being like, okay, like you said, like I was afraid to hit the hookah or whatever. Like when if you're at a dinner like that, James Harden walks in, like do you just be like, I need to stay as quiet as possible, or you're like,
I just want to stay quiet as possible because like I don't want to say the wrong thing and I want to fuck up the vibe. I don't want to fuck up the moment because like it's like this my one chance only.
And you're still kind of like separated from their life because you're just getting into it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you kind of
exactly.
just like
and they're still looking at me like, damn, like who really is this kid? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm not trying to like, I don't want to pull the wrong cards, whatever. So I kept my mouth quiet. There's people out there that, you know, they embrace the moment and like they talk because they want to show something. I kept my mouth fucking quiet.
Wow,
like,
bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, especially when you're in that like kind of, it almost feels like a high pressure situation. Like that's kind of how you got to move. But like when you're in those situations as well, like what's that like creative process look like when you're in the room with those types of guys and like you're showing them beats and stuff?
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like usually, like I make my best music when I'm by myself. Nobody around me, not one person, because I can take my time with the beat.
I feel like sometimes, like me being the producer myself, there's a lot of people that just try to get into the pot and start saying, yo, you should add this, you should add that. When you have your own process of doing things, right? You might just do something and leave it a certain way. They're like, oh, yo, you should change that. But in your mind, you're like, I already know I'm going to change it.
Yeah, there's times like that when I'm in the studio, like with people that I don't really know. Like, but if you got like, you know, it's the music industry is a political thing. Like, you know, if you got like people who are a lot way above you.
That's different.
You know what I'm saying? It's different. You ain't going to listen to them. But like if it's people who is just like, you know, you got a couple records. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they tell you to do this and that. I've been in situations like that, but like I don't fucking, you know, I give in because, like, I like being nice. Like, I don't want to be an asshole. I don't want to be known as an asshole in like, the studio session, like, or the industry. I like to show love back. Like, I don't know. That's just not me.
Because at the end of the day, too, you're almost providing a service to them.
Exactly.
And, like, your job's to help them make sound good and, like, help their sound. So I
we're in
that.
a studio together for a reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you scratch mine, I scratch yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same
and
shit.
what DAW do you use?
I use FL Studio.
And so for those listening who don't understand what this is, I definitely want to make sure that everyone's tapped in to everything we're saying. So DAW is basically, is it Digital Audio Workspace? Is that what it stands for?
I think so,
Some shit like that.
Some shit like that.
And there's different DAWs. What you use Ableton?
I use Ableton.
Yeah, I edit on Ableton. I'm not
Ableton's
talented.
wild.
I'm not talented enough to produce original music.
It's just Ableton for me, just super integrative, and the fact that I can open up Fruity Loops within Ableton was dope for me because there's some sounds in Fruity Loops that I love.
Yeah.
What gravitated you towards FL Studio? Was it just what was available?
It was my brother. When I asked him to how to learn to make beats, he was using FL Studio. Actually, now he uses Ableton, but he was the one who like showed me FL Studio, and I just picked it up from that. So,
It's super easy to pick up. Like if you're like intuitive with the music and you know like beat counts and stuff like that, you know, to work your way around that. Yeah, it's super easy to pick up.
Oh, definitely.
So, oh my bad. So obviously, like you're in these rooms and like you're very close to your family. It sounds like your brother showed you the ropes. Like, what's your family's reaction been like overall?
Honestly, it's like imagine like coming up in this industry and like you don't have any placements and you're telling your family like, yeah, I'm going to the music industry, and you have no job. Like, how are they gonna look at that? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? How are they gonna like they don't be like, yeah, like it's cool, like maybe you're going through a phase or whatever.
Yeah.
But like when I saw that first check, then it was totally different.
Yeah, then they accept it and they're like, okay, this is for real.
Yeah. Because I got my degree. I finished my 4 years.
That's what's up.
Good for you.
I finished my 4 years. I got my degree in audio engineering.
Word.
So,
there you go.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. I got it in that.
Just do something that's gonna help you.
Yeah.
Forward yourself. That's awesome.
Yeah, college was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I honestly, I tell everybody like, if I could rewind like those 4 years back, I would, because, man, I was like I wish I was like as hungry as I was then. Like I'm still very hungry, but now it's at a different level. But like, bro, I was hungry. Yeah. Like I was bro, I had my studio monitors taken from campus security. Yeah.
Too loud?
Yeah, bro, because I was making beats. And you know what's crazy? I had a gold plaque on my wall.
Oh, shit.
From wins and losses.
That's a motherfucking flex right there,
yeah,
guys.
and security came to my room, and I'd set, bro, I was on some shit. I looked at the plaque, and I looked
Yeah,
at
I was
them.
going to say,
I said,
at the fucking plaque.
I said, look at the plaque. That's how I'm paying for this fucking tuition.
Yeah.
How you going to tell me I can't make beats with that 808's knocking?
Crazy.
Yeah, bro.
That's dope, man.
I told you I have a lot of shit to say, bro. I'm telling you, it's not even, this is
That's
one.
dope.
So I'm glad you told that story, because I was going to ask, everyone has their I made it moment.
Yeah.
Right. But you, like, I mean, you have a fucking plaque on your wall, your
Yeah.
wins and losses, but you're in a dorm room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, what to you, at least at this point in your career, was the I made it moment, if it's happened?
I made a moment. Honestly, like when Uptown Vibes came out with Fab, Anuel, and Meek, that was like my big moment. Like damn, like I made it because I was
that
seeing
song was
challenges.
huge.
This is before TikTok, I think, really.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, this is like I was seeing challenges on YouTube. You know, New York people fucking lighting hookahs in the middle of the
Oh
street
my
in
God.
Dykeman.
That
like,
song was motherfucking.
Yeah.
I remember
man.
when that record dropped, and like obviously like as DJs, like we're trying to pick and choose which records like are really hitting. And in the first week, because usually they drop on Friday.
Yeah.
That Friday night or Saturday, we're just testing records and seeing what people react. I remember Uptown Vibes was nuts because it had the Latin vibe.
Yeah.
And also just like, I think that tempo was around like 90.
Yeah, 90, like 92. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think it was just like a very smooth record. And at the time, I think Tap must have been out.
Yeah.
Or and Going Bad must have been out at that point around. So like you just had this like Meek rhyme around the same tempo that like as DJs, like when we were running the records like around that 80 to 90.
Dude, I
like
ended up making like a DJ intro to it.
Yeah.
Which went on DJ City.
Yeah.
It actually got on the top downloads.
Yeah.
And stuff
I still hear that edit.
It got played on the radio. It's
For
still
real?
getting plays now.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I just like the way I just made an intro to it because that shit was just I wanted to make it epic, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, yo, there's no way this shit gotta last a little longer.
Yeah.
So that shit rang off. But that song was
Yeah.
Huge.
I remember when I was in the studio when we made that. It was, bro. Oh my God, bro.
the sample. All right, the sample.
Let me ask first. Let me ask first. Now that I have you here, because when I'm doing like my live transitions, I did this crazy like John Cena theme song flip to it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
remember
fire.
the first time I heard that, and
Well, that's
Continue.
actually what led us to connect because you heard that.
because I heard it and I was like, dude, this is nuts.
That's fire.
So, was there any inspiration there? Like,
You know what's crazy is like I grew up around a lot of like Brazilians, Dominicans. Like I've always wanted to tap into the Latin industry. Like I've always wanted it, and that I was like, you know what? Let me try something with like Latin and trap together. Like let's do both of them. Why not? No one else is doing it.
So the intention was to have a Latin artist on it.
Yeah, it was. I remember when I first played that beat in the studio. I'll never forget. We had Bernice Bergia.
Yes.
We had her in the studio.
Do
with
I
us.
know Bernice?
Dude,
Bergia? Do I know?
We had her in the studio.
No way. And she was fucking with a heavy.
Bro,
I'm sure.
hold on. We played that. She was in there, and a couple other girls were in the studio, and I played it, and everyone started twerking, bro. And Meek was like,
That's the test. That's the test. If the girls is fucking with it, that's the
yeah,
test.
and he was like, just send it to my phone, da-da-da. So I sent it to his phone. He wrote to it, and I left. I went back home to Boston, and they cut it, and then Fab cut it, and then I remember it was like, I think my manager Cruz was like, yo, I need you to put some Spanish drums on it.
Yeah,
you know that Spanish part.
The beat switch, the drum switch.
Yeah, that was at 4:30 in the morning, I remember. And I was in the studio still, and I made it, and then they sent it out to Anuel, and he cut his verse like 2 days later.
So that record at least was only you touched it.
It was only me. Yeah, it was only me.
Because sometimes you give shit away and people start.
Nah, that's
on
fucking
it.
crazy.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna ask on the drum switch if that was you or if
that
they
was all
sent it to
me.
some Latin dude.
That
Oh
was all
shit,
me.
that's
That's
fucking
so
nuts.
Yeah, bro.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's like my one of my favorite records. You know what's crazy is like as a producer, like it's a thing. Like you hate hearing your own songs. It's weird, bro. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it because you heard it? Because when you work on it, it's over and over.
It's over and over again. And also, like, I hate getting the record before it comes out. I like being surprised. Like wins and losses, I never had any of those songs till it came out. So I felt good as shit when that shit came out.
Right.
But now it's just like I get the songs before it comes
over
out.
and over.
So I'm hearing, I'm like, yeah, it's just fire. When it comes out, it doesn't hit you the way how it did when it wins and losses came out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but that's just like, that just comes
be months on end almost.
Yeah, bro. Like I got this. I mean, let me think. Like Flamers 5 that just dropped.
Yeah.
That intro that I did, we made that 4 years ago.
Shit.
Really?
The sample?
The whole song.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole thing.
Made it 4 years ago.
wow.
Yep.
So then when it dropped, you're like, this is all that shit.
I had it on my phone.
Yo,
Had it in my notes.
some people don't know that. Even like tracks that I've worked on, like sometimes like I'm now about to release a song that I made 4 years ago too.
Yeah.
Like people sometimes it's just like the right time, the right moment. the right energy for it. Sometimes they'll hear a beat, might not like it in that moment.
Yeah.
But then you'll play for them again, and they won't even remember that they heard it.
Oh, it happens all the time. It happens every fucking time.
I showed you that shit 5 times. I need that shit right now.
Yeah,
Like,
you know what it is though? It's the vibe in the studio.
But
like if you got girls in the studio, you got your homies in the studio, and if your homies are hyping you up, like this shit's hot, da da da, then they'll be like, yeah, you right. That's how it is, bro.
Yeah, it's always like that.
Yeah.
But for example, like are you ever like, man, this is my old shit. Like I can do shit better. Like, do you feel that way at all?
Yeah, I just had I had Pink ask me for my old shit not too long ago, and I hear my old shit, I'm like, damn, that shit was hot. You know what I'm saying? Like
about wrong time or wrong place, wrong time.
Wrong place, wrong time. Yeah, it's a real thing. Like if it's just like me and 3 people in the studio, like if you don't have your homies hyping you up, like you gotta get on this. This shit's fire.
And also, music changes a lot.
Yeah, it does.
So maybe he was looking for that.
Yeah.
That old mixtape vibe that he got on the last one, on Wins Losses, like that. You know, so that could be it too.
Yeah, I've been in a lot of sessions, man. Like a lot. I was just in a session with Uzi, like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
In a session with him, I played him some beats. He cut it right there and then. He showed me the song. What's that song that's out? That's crazy right now.
Yeah, the
Just Wanna Rock.
He showed me the video before it even came out.
That's dope.
Yeah, bro. People don't really know how I be moving out here, bro. I swear to God. I swear to God, bro. People gotta start putting respect to my name.
A lot of songs too that get cut don't usually make it to the light of days. Any like songs that got cut that you were like, nah, this shit was a hit and it's still not out yet.
Bro, oh my God. Don't even get me started.
Yo,
on
he
that.
almost reached for his phone. He was
He was ready.
Yeah, listen to this shit right here.
Bro,
Is there any
I
like
ain't
two
gonna do
like what's your like top 3 of like songs that got cut that never made it?
Man, bro, you don't even want to know. I got this song with Meek, Takeoff, and Offset,
Oh shit.
and that shit is a smash.
When did they cut that?
I don't know, 2 years ago.
Wow.
Bro, it's called Maxin. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The beat is stupid. What else I got? I got shit with Uzi. I got shit with Lil Baby. I got shit with Dirk. I got shit with Future. Some shit just leaked last night with Future that I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bro, it just leaked.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, bro. Last night I just sent Meek beats. I sent Future beats. I sent Polo G beats. Bro, I be really sending beats like that. Like I just had Polo G DM me like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
for beats.
So when that happens, right? Like when a beat leaks, what is or like when the song leaks?
Yeah.
What is like your reaction to that? Do you feel kind of pissed off? Or?
No, not anymore.
Yeah.
When like I'm good. Like either way, it's just like I want placements and stuff like that. I want it to come out the right way.
Right.
But it didn't really make me mad, honestly. To be honest with you, like I'm just blessed that it got placed regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, there's money involved, and money isn't everything, but like that's how I put food on my table and stuff like that. So now that it's not coming out like that, it's a little different. Takes away from it, but I'm not mad at it. I mean, I'm honestly glad, and that's what made me send that pack last night to Future. I was like, fuck it, let me send another pack.
Now a lot of people that are not in the industry that don't know about the behind the scenes stuff, like you go in the studios, you tapping in, that think, oh, he's quiet now.
Yeah.
He fell off.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got to say to those fucking people? I think I know. I think you got something to say to those people.
People who fell off?
The people who think that you're not moving anymore because, like, do you get it? Because I know some people that don't know the behind the scenes and stuff like that. If they don't see you
talking about just
dropping
regular,
every 2 days,
oh, man.
they think that you're not doing anything.
Oh, man, bro. Like, I don't know who thinks like that about me, but let them think whatever the fuck they want. Yeah. It's cool. But, like, I really, like, when I'm not in Boston, like, I'm really active. Like, I don't post on my Instagram where I'm at. I don't even, like, if I'm at the club in Boston or New York, I'm not posting the club. Yeah. I'm not posting where I'm at. But when I'm in New York, LA, Miami, Atlanta, bro, I'm with some people.
Yeah,
and I respect that because in the day now where everything is about fucking clout, it's easy. Yeah. You have these relationships that it goes beyond that.
Yeah, like bro, like a year ago, I was in the studio with Meek. Guess who comes? Robert Kraft. I'm in the studio with him. Of course, I'm in the studio with him.
Oh, cause they fuck with each other. Yeah, they fuck with each other. Yeah.
Like, bro, I'll be in the Bahamas. I'll be with fucking Michael Rubin. Bro, I was in the Bahamas with Drake and Meek. Like. Bro,
silly. That's silly.
And it's like you can't. It's like you know, win or lose, you can't please nobody. So it's just like you post all this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he's cocky ass motherfucker. You don't post it.
Yeah.
Oh, this dude's not moving and shaking anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like at some point you're just like, yo, fuck everybody.
Yeah.
You know, I'm working on my legacy.
Yeah.
I'm working on my catalog. I'm building these relationships. Like you don't know the fucking my email chain what it look like right now.
Yeah, you don't know.
You know
they
what I'm
don't know,
saying?
and they don't have to know.
They
Fuck
don't.
that.
Right.
Let the records drop. Let the music do the talking.
Exactly.
I don't gotta do the talking.
Exactly.
Let the music do the talking.
And
Real
so
shit.
I'm so 2-part question. How much like are you working? Like how many new beats are you making, let's say, per week? And then the second part after that is what is it, do you get producer's block? What's inspiring you these days?
Honestly, like I make probably shit. I don't even know. Like I don't make as many beats as I want to on the weekdays, but I do quality over quantity, right? I don't try to make trash shit. I don't try to force it. Like I make maybe 10 beats a week, but I make some fire ass shit. Like I can even airdrop you some shit I just did last night. Like it's
Well,
Please
if
do.
you want to,
Please do.
if you want to have a listening session
Yeah.
right now, we'll have the listening
Yeah,
session.
we can
That's
do
not a
it.
problem.
But yeah, nah, I don't make too many beats, and like I do get producer's block, but I listen to I don't even have like, bro, I don't even be active on Apple Music. I don't even have Spotify. Like I like just look at Instagram, to be honest with you, and like if I hear something that's fire, then it inspires me. And honestly, I'll be honest with you, when I first started going out in Boston, going to like, you know, all these clubs and shit, what I would look at, and believe it or not, I would look at reactions to certain people when a certain song came on. If they went crazy, I'd be like, damn, I gotta make a beat like that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you know me for the music that I do, I make club hits.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Bro,
turned
big
up
time.
crazy.
Big time.
Club hits.
And they knock, like they really knock.
Like I did, like the only songs that maybe, I mean, I've done a lot that aren't club hits. So I've done like Letter to Nipsey, fucking Respect the Game, Cold Hearted 2 or 3, I forget which one it is. I did some stuff for Joyner Lucas, fucking, bro, I did a lot of shit. And it's just like, those aren't club records, but like, people know me for the club records.
Yeah.
Right.
Sharing Locations, Hot,
Yeah.
Uptown Vibes, Uptown
Yeah.
2,
Yeah.
fucking the intro, da-da-da, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
I like to give people like the reaction. They're like, damn, like give them the fucking dirty face. Like, damn, this shit's fucking
And I love you
crazy.
said that because that's what we do.
Yeah.
Like,
Big time.
We're,
Yeah, as DJs, you can relate
yeah.
to that.
When I go to
Yeah.
other people's shit and they drop, and I'm like, fuck, I
wouldn't have
wouldn't
thought
have
to play
dropped
that.
that, but shit, they're going
The
crazy.
reaction is
I need to
there.
start playing. Now I need to start playing
gotta
it.
play it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Are there other producers in the game right now that like you have like good connections with, and also like other guys or
Yeah.
like maybe some older producers that like help mentor you through this?
Not mentor, but like it's just like watching them do it kind of like mentored me. Like I'm very good friends with like Murder Beats, Sonny Digital, Tay Keith, Turbo, bro, a lot of people, to be honest with you, a lot of people. And you know, watching them how they make beats like taught me a lot too, because like I feel like back then I used to like complicate my beats and do like a lot of shit, like a lot of sounds in it, and like I watch them, it's just like so simple because there's so much room for the vocals, and
There you
that's
go.
the biggest thing.
I feel like that's a thing too, right? If you're making a ton of beats and putting on YouTube, like you like you could say like, oh, this is like a so and so artist type beat, but like you kind of have to take the place of like to keep people interested in listening. You have to take the place of the vocals. So no, that makes sense.
Yeah, you know, I was just in actually where was I? I was in New York, and I was Republic, the record label. They got Drake, The Weeknd, Post Malone. I forget who. They have a bunch of people, and I went to their office because I like to be a businessman. I want to talk to you. I want to get to know you. And you know, I became good friends with an A&R at the label. We started chopping it up, started playing Latin beats because I'm trying to get into the Latin world. I'm trying to work
Huge, yeah.
Dembo,
Yeah.
Bad Bunny, you know,
Yeah.
just everything. And we're trying to push a record right now. You know, hopefully it works. Well, we don't know, but you know, I'm trying to do some shit for the Spider-Man soundtrack. Anuel, El Alpha, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
that'd
what's
be
up.
fire.
Yeah,
That's what's
That'd
up.
be fire.
I'm trying to like step away from a lot of the trap shit. People know me for certain shit, but I want to be known as like someone who could do everything because I can, bro. I did so crazy with the Vito and Lil Baby. That's a fucking Afro beat.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I can go from a fucking straight trap beat to Afro beat to fucking Brazil to Colombia to Dominican. Like, bro, I can do everything.
And if people follow you on social media too, I know you posted like recently you posted a video and like it was like maybe 4 or 5, 6 different beats and like all different
Yeah,
genres too.
that was a flex because
Yeah,
I was
you got
pissed
the
off
range.
that day.
Yeah, you got the range.
Well,
Yeah.
so being from Massachusetts, I know it's such a melting pot. I know. I know, being from here, I'm able to play the Brazilian shit, play the reggae, play the Latin shit. Has that played a lot of role in you knowing the rhythm? Because a lot of people can attempt that shit, but they don't have the swing on it, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There's like a different, like, having those patterns right, the right way.
Yeah.
So being from here, has that helped you?
I don't know, man. Like I mean, like I'll be honest with you. I go to the club and hear fucking Bad Bunny every second I walk in. Yeah, because I mean, ain't gonna lie, he's #1 right now.
Yeah.
Was it Tipe Megrunto? What the fuck is it called?
Tipe Megrunto.
Yeah, that shit. I hear that shit everywhere.
Yeah.
But not really. Like honestly, like being in Boston, hasn't really inspired me. No bullshit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But being around, like I've been in like the Latin world with like people who are in the label that I'm signed to, like that has inspired me. And like I'm friends with a lot of people who, like, I don't know if you guys heard like Late Night Jiggy. That's a good friend of mine. Like shit. Like
I'm surprised he hasn't really blown up.
You know what's crazy? I was just talking for an hour on the phone 2 days ago, and we were talking about that. That's crazy.
He's locally has been dropping heat for a few years now. I'd say maybe almost 5 years
he's
now.
Bro, I was just telling him, like, bro, you are gonna blow up, and I don't know if you know it yet, but you're gonna blow up, and I want to make sure, like, I'm willing to give you those type of records, because like I told him I'm gonna go to Miami the beginning of January. I'm gonna go there, help you out, give you some beats, get a studio session. I'm working on that, bro. Before you ask me what I'm working on, I got so much shit to tell you. There's a lot of shit. 2023 first quarter, bro. I'm going crazy. I'm not, bro. As you guys know, I love going out, go to clubs, have fun. Yeah. That is, I'm taking a breather. I'm done for a little bit.
You need that.
Because you know what? I'm sick of seeing the same people. Except for you guys. I love everybody.
Friend of the show.
Thanks, Nick. Appreciate
it. But at the same time, it's just like, I look at it like this. Like, I know what I'm worth, and I know what I did, and I'm still doing what I'm doing. I don't like being easily accessible. And I don't know if that sounds cocky or something.
No, that's perfect.
Yeah, I don't like looking easy accessible, because at the same time, bro, like, y'all, I mean, people are playing my shit in the clubs, bro. Like, I know you guys are, because you guys are like family to me.
Yeah, bro. The second he steps into the booth with me, I'm like,
Dad. Yeah. You guys are family, but like, people who like, I was just telling Ada, I was just saying, like, yo, like, fucking, like, back in 2016 when Championships dropped, right? I was, bro, I got free tables at 3 different clubs. Didn't have to pay a fucking cent. Got the best treatment. Security walking me in. Bro, I had like fucking 15,000 followers. Like, I didn't have anything. And now I walk in, it's just like, I don't know.
Familiar face.
I just look at me like, oh, he's back. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's so familiar.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Nah, real shit though.
I tell
real
artists,
shit, and it's honestly sad though, because it's just like, it did it to myself.
Yeah.
Like, I like going out. I like.
But we had a fun summer. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we had a great summer, bro. I had the best summer ever, bro. Because I met everybody here. Like, everybody's music culture in them, and that's what I'm about.
Yeah.
You had
hold on. Before we get off the topic, I tell a lot of artists, and I've said this on here before. It's not like how you used to before. Like, having that Michael Jackson, like, kind of like mysterious, kind of like, I don't see you all the time. So when I see you, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
When I disappeared, I did it on purpose, because I was out too much. So when people would see me, the daps got a little looser, the hugs got a little looser. But when you step away a little bit, and you do come back, and you do get a different reaction. It's like, oh shit, where you been?
Yeah, that's the best feeling too. You know what the best feeling is? When you go to a club, like, damn, you haven't been here in a minute.
Yeah.
Damn fucking right I haven't. And it's the last time I'm coming here.
Yeah, that's true. It's a double-edged sword to be too in their face. You just gotta balance it out.
Bro.
So I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, bro. It's just like, bro, I'm in a club, like, you hear my shit. Bro, this is like, bro, when I fucking first came, bro, when Storyville was a thing, I got booked there. I went, and they played my shit, played Uptown Vibes. Everybody, bro, you know what's so crazy?
I did 2 of your parties. Like, I didn't even meet you, but like, I was around you before I even met you. Like, back when you were doing like your Boston run of the clubs, I did like 2. I did Bijou and Cure, which is now Hava.
Wow.
Like they put me on.
Pure, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I was the DJ that night. Like, we were in the same room multiple times before we even like met.
Crazy how shit. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. Back when you were on your other name.
Papa Mitru.
Yeah.
That was
not because
my parents love that name because it's our last name.
Yeah.
But that was probably marketing wise the worst shit I could have chose.
Yeah, I remember that they had it on all the flyers because and they was like, oh, like, you know, Meek Mill's DJ, like, blah, 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 blah. And obviously at the time, I was like, I don't know that, but I was like, cool. And like, the bottles, all the shit. Like you said, you were getting everything for free, whatever.
Yeah, bro.
And obviously I had to get like the whole album or just dropping the album. I'm just playing the whole fucking
Bro,
album.
it's just like, you see what I mean, though? Like,
Yeah,
they made
that's the
sure
thing.
everybody was on point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's just like,
If you're there all the time.
now it's like, bro, I don't give a fuck. If I go to Bijou, bro, you think I'm going in that fucking elevator? Hell no. I'm walking up the stairs, checking
Yeah.
my ID.
Yeah.
Then you got a table. Oh, you got to call this and that. Bro, what?
Yeah.
What?
gotta take a step
No,
back,
bro.
take a step
That's
back.
not how it's supposed to work.
Bro,
Yeah.
you had such a big year, even outside of like the producing. Like I know
Yeah.
you're really getting involved with the DJing. You went on that college tour.
took my fucking question.
Yeah, buddy.
Go ahead,
Hey,
bud.
that's what we're talking
Good
about.
job, buddy. Proud
Thank
of
you.
you.
Hell
Thank you.
yeah. Me and Stams did that shit. We fucking killed that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Stamps.
Yeah, shout out DJ
Stams the
Stam,
boy.
What's up, son?
City boys. Yeah, no, that shit is, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That was another thing I want to touch topic on is the DJing shit.
Yeah.
Stamps taught me a lot how to DJ, so like I've been trying to figure that out because like you know like DJ Mustard is a friend of mine. Like you know I don't really know like Carnage that well, but like look at Carnage, Mustard, all these people, Esco.
Yeah.
Like bro, I mean these guys are fucking making records and making beats and they're DJing to the point where they're getting an artist deal.
Yeah.
Why don't producers think like that?
Yeah.
Like it's so fucking easy. Like I don't get it. Like bro, like that's why I'm doing this college tour. I don't really want to keep doing this college thing. It's cool with me. Like I love the energy and stuff like that, but it's just like at the same time it's just like I need a starting point, so it's fine.
Yeah,
with me.
yeah. I was just gonna say it's gonna grow into something else.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I remember you know, my agency asked me if I want to do clubs in Boston. That he knew the Big Night Live, whatever. I was like, no. I'm like, I'm good, because I don't want. I love Boston. It's cool. It's just like, why is someone gonna pay to see me DJ when they already see me at the club every weekend?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Makes
I got a lot of shit to talk. I love Boston, but man, I got
No, it makes sense.
a lot of shit to say.
Sometimes you need to leave home to
Yeah.
be able to like
It-
really spread.
Bro, like when I'm fucking going to New York or Atlanta, bro, they are giving me the best treatment. You want a DJ? You want a DJ? Sure, I'll DJ. How much? Oh, this and that. Boom. Here you go. Like, bro, it's just like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just the treatment is just a little different, bro. Like, I love Boston, and like sometimes I get kind of like depressed about it because it's just like it feels like I'm not getting the love I'm supposed to be getting.
Yeah,
But
the culture is different up here
Yeah.
than it is down there. You know,
It is
It
different.
hits closer to home down there because you're working with a lot of their artists.
Yeah, it is.
How many,
It
you
is
know?
different, but at the same time, you go to a club, they've never seen you in your life, and they know who you are, da da da. So it's a little different. But I don't know. It's just like I wish Boston had a better music culture. Like, I posted on my story. I'm like, Boston has no music culture.
It doesn't.
Yeah, and
There's no
mad
market
people
out here.
replying to that shit saying, "Yeah, you're right," because they don't.
The market
And
out here.
I don't know, like clubs closing at 2 a.m. Da da da. Like,
It's all the makings of it not working out, and then you have people fighting over crumbs. You got people hating each other over crumbs. So it's kind of like a crabs in a barrel mentality. So
yeah, exactly.
people don't want to really show you your love, or don't really want to give you your flowers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they're trying to be the next person on top. Where we have to understand how to take that Atlanta route and maybe big up Snacks right now because he got the plug, or big up Stans right now because he got the plug, or big up you right now until you can open up those doors.
Yeah. You know what I noticed about this city though? It's a very sport like city.
Yes.
So like if you're like the fucking fourth string quarterback or like just whatever, like, bro, you getting the best treatment. It's a sports city, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like there's no music culture. That's what it is. Like we got Joyner Lucas, we got Bia, Coil Ray is from here. You know, they're not. You know, Joyner's probably the only one who's still here, but you know, Bia and them are not here. But like that's really the only rappers.
Yeah.
Like Boston Music Awards, touch base on that shit. You know,
Let's talk about it. Hold on. Let's talk about it.
Let's
So
talk about it.
you were nominated for at least.
I was not. Yeah, no. You know what's cool? Like I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
I got plaques on my wall. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm cool. Like you know, I was just telling I forget who I was telling it to, but Boston is music culturally. It's a DJ city. There's a lot of DJs here,
A lot.
and it's a very competitive.
I think
city.
it's one of the most talented DJ wise
It is
cities.
bro.
in
The
country.
DJs here, like everyone here, is fucking disgusting, and I fucking watch every bit of it.
Yeah.
When you guys are playing, but like, you know, when it comes to music producing, because that's what I do for a living, it's just like, okay, like, you know, I'm nominated. Like, I see my homies are nominated too. Those are my guys, bro. Like Hayes, Akachi. I don't think Louis Bell got nominated. He's a fucking legend, by the way. He's a literal. He's made shit with Madonna, Post Malone. Shit. Yeah, he doesn't live here anymore, but you know, I see some of my guys on here, and I'm like thinking to myself, like, man, I hope I win it or they win it. Like, that's cool.
Right.
I don't really know who won it, but it wasn't any of them. And I was just thinking, I'm like, damn, like, fuck, won that shit.
It was fuck.
And we were talking about like the whole process.
I'm not even gonna put fucking dirt on anybody's name.
Nah, but you know it's valid because we were talking about the whole process of just like, you know, it's a voting system to where you have to kind of like campaign for people to vote for you.
Exactly.
So
I never did that.
He could have had a better year than me, but just because I got 3 more votes than him on people, like, it's not like a board like the Grammys or somebody. Hey, we have some collective of people that know their shit. Yeah. We're picking the winner. To me, that's more validation for me.
Exactly.
You have a peers of your people picking it. It's not like, oh, we're just gonna pick the nominees and then just everybody
you guys
go
do the
vote.
rest. Yeah.
And like a school president type shit.
You know what's crazy? There's an account on Instagram. It's called Producer Culture, and they're a very big Instagram for producers. They have like almost 200,000 followers. They posted this shit. It says, "Who's the hottest producer out of Boston?" This got over 200 comments. Who's the hottest producer out of Boston? These names didn't win Producer of the Year in their own city at Boston Music Awards. And it listed everybody, and my name is on there. And there's a couple people here who actually have fucking some pretty good placements. And, like, some people didn't even get nominated in this shit. Which is wild to me.
So the winner was John Glass.
John Glass. I don't even know who that is.
He has a couple placements.
That's what, I mean, good for him, seriously.
Yeah. I need to do more.
Well, that's my shit. Is like Boston doesn't even know about Boston, right? There's people that don't know about what's going on, and people that are outside doing the fucking work that we don't. A lot of people don't put it like, you know, enough effort into finding that shit out.
Yeah.
So you're leaving these people that it's just favoritism at that point. It's not about who did what, who's doing what, and who's better at it. Yeah. It's I just know him. That's my boy. Yeah. So I'm gonna vote for him.
Exactly.
That's not how an award, especially if you're putting, I say it all the time, if you're putting the word Boston in it, people from outside are going to look at that through a window like, okay, that's what's really going on in Boston. No, it's not. Yeah. That's not what it is.
You know what's crazy? I was talking to somebody about it, and I was just saying, they were like, yo, what they say to me, it was like something about just producers. They were just like, yo, like, you know, if you're in the mix, you're in the studio with someone huge, and they ask you, yo, what awards did you win? Oh, I won the BMAs. What's that? Boston Music Awards. And I'm like, what is that? No, as a producer though, who's in the mix, like they want to hear Grammys, BMAs, You know, it's cool. Like even if I won it, I wasn't there. I wasn't fucking New York. Even if I did win it, but at the same time, just thinking about it, just like, damn, like, does this city really even know that I exist here?
We were cheering for you. You know the guy.
No, I know that. I know that.
No, but that's a real fucking question. That's a real like, we're not. I don't even think the BMAs is in touch with what's really going on like that. I think to a certain extent, but like, you know, it's just not. It's not a valid way, and it's not a valid process to, you know, shine light on your superstars. Yeah. But that's why people don't put validity to it. That's why you're not gonna stop what you're doing. No, I'm gonna go fucking take a trip. I'm not going fucking to the BMAs.
I'm gonna go to Bahamas with me.
You know what I'm saying? That's why B is not gonna pull up. You know what I'm saying?
I was in fucking Republic's office, and I was with Meek, and bro, I wasn't here for that.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. It's just I'm not even like, I don't care about the award ceremony. I really don't care. It's just like, I just feel like people don't realize that, like, I'm from here. Like I still live here. Like, do people know that? I don't know. It also is my fault too. I don't post like, oh, this is for Boston. I don't post that shit. I know people who do, but like, I don't know. It's just like, I feel like some certain level, like I've gotten like, there's, you know, it's a hating city, no bullshit. There's a lot of hate here.
Yeah,
secret hate.
FINGAZ hates on me every other day.
but at least I do it to your face, and I don't do it behind your back. And that's the problem with a lot of people is. That's all that matters. I'm truthful with you, like you're truthful with me, and that's the problem with Boston. Is a lot of motherfuckers are not like that. A lot of motherfuckers will shake your hand and then turn around and talk shit behind your back, and that's why shit never grows. That's what it is,
bro. That's how it is.
Nick, what do you think has to change in order for like that type of culture to change?
Bro,
You pussy ass
question.
niggas stop being bitches.
Great question.
and knowing that, yo, we have some motherfuckers out here who are putting on for the city, and we have to support them. We have to be there.
Yeah.
We have to be there. The pillars are under them.
I think I don't honestly I don't really know how it could change, bro. I feel like just like producers, especially, we're greedy. Like we're super greedy. But I feel like we all were just talking to my homeboy about it, who was actually nominated too. I'm not gonna say his name, but like we're just talking about like I feel like we should get all the producers who are from Boston and make like a fucking charity event. Like let's just like, you know what I mean, come together and do it together.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, like we all fighting for placements. We get it. We all think like certain people are better than whatever. But at the same time, bro, we all doing this fucking same thing. We all fighting for placements. Like
Very
we all
similar to the DJ culture.
Very
too.
DJ culture.
Like, why don't we just do? I don't think I'm better than everybody. I don't think that. Like, I think certain people are better than me, and I look up to those people and use that as motivation. Like, so like I don't know. I think like we should all come together and like create like a movement. Like I know DJs do that for sure. I think right.
We say that we're gonna do it.
It's an awkward. That's why I'm saying it's so similar to the DJ world, because the talk of a Boston DJ union is 20 years old.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we're fighting for the same gigs.
Mm-hmm.
We want to be paid more than the other dude.
Yeah.
And we get mad when homie gets booked for that and I don't get booked for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's a very
Yeah.
we you know want to work with each other, but we want to compete with each other and we want to shit on each other all at the same time.
Yeah.
And I speak to some like some dudes who like do booking, like general managers of spots or whatever, and they're like, I can't tell if y'all with each other or y'all against each other.
Yeah.
Because you guys say one thing on Facebook and say another thing to me.
Some passive aggressive
You know
shit
what
on
I'm saying?
Facebook
Like,
and
so
shit.
like they're like, oh, on Facebook you're like, oh, we gotta all stick together. But in my text message you're like, yo, like I'll do it for $50 cheaper if you book me instead of him.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
That's
like,
really how it is.
yo,
Right.
what?
Oh wait,
Yeah.
on Facebook?
No. They
No,
be
I'm just saying,
posting-
like, as an
And just in
example, it could be
general.
Instagram or whatever.
That's
but,
crazy,
but
bro.
like, you know,
Why don't just fucking do it together? Like, can you just do it together? Like, split
I
the
mean,
money?
that's that new generation shit. I don't know what's going on. Yo, Stans, what's going on with that shit?
he's not new generation. You think Stan's new generation?
He's waiting to go in the
He's
tunnel.
one- He's one.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. It's just like, I don't fucking know, bro. I'm just like, you know what's crazy? It's just like, I'm like so over this city to the point where I just want to move. Like, I just bought a house, bro, and I'm ready to sell it.
That's just sad.
Yeah, bro.
That's just sad.
What's down the line? What's in the future for
God
you?
damn it, Cammy, taking all my questions.
But you gotta ask me. What's next?
I was gonna say, like, what's next for you? Like, what's the future looking? What's 2023 looking for you?
Bro,
Like,
it's
Q1?
it's crazy, bro. I got a lot of shit lined up. I'm working on Polo G's album, Dirk, Meek. Working on a lot of Latin shit, by the way. A lot of
I
Latin.
love that. I'm
I
so
think,
excited for that.
Yeah,
I'm so-
2023 is
fire.
gonna be a lot of Latin shit for me. A lot. Dembo, specifically Dembo.
Mm-hmm.
Who I just, Future. Honestly, everybody. I got this song with Offset in Future. I don't know when that's gonna drop. I think it's a little too soon from what happened. But
How are y'all not supporting this shit? Do you fucking hear the names these motherfuckers dropping? How do y'all not support this shit? Yo, anything you need from us,
Yeah.
anything you need from us, it does not matter. You need us to fucking go put up some flyers with you in the streets. Let us fucking know. You need us to
Yeah.
post something. We got you, man. Because
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
we gotta get behind people like this in the city. Because this is what's you got him talking about. I want to move out the fucking city because y'all motherfuckers is I would too. I get no inspiration in my own fucking city.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
not getting no love in my own fucking city.
yeah.
Yo, tuck that ego.
You see how
shit,
Meek
dog.
be talking about, I ain't gonna lie, like Meek, he talks about Philly, but Philly is a dangerous place. Like, but he still gives love back. How the fuck am I gonna give love back to Boston if they're not gonna give me love back?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a fucking reoccurring fucking cycle that happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've had superstars. We've had guys that blow the fuck up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just that we got to cut that shit 2023. But another DJ, we're gonna be the leaders in that shit. We should. Because this talent like this should not feel like they should.
Yeah.
They don't want to be in their own fucking
And
city.
by the way, you guys are the first people to hear this, but I'm working on my own album too.
So
I'm gonna be producing all the songs and be artists on there.
Dope.
Yo, that's fire.
Dude,
Dope.
let's go.
Do you have a timeline on it at all?
Nah, I don't know. I'm still working on it. It's gonna take maybe a year or two, but it's gonna be a real fire ass fucking album.
Dude, do you have any names
that.
that you've been working with right now that might be on there?
I'm not gonna tell you. 'cause-
I mean, we know who he works with. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
we
you
can
can
expect
guess
the top
one
of the
name.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
guess the
Yeah.
top of the top. With that being said, I mean, it's such a weird question to ask you, but like, because I mean the names you drop as far as hip hop, we're talking about Mount Rushmore hip hop. We're talking about current hottest people out in hip hop. But who are people that you want to work with that you haven't maybe worked with yet? Sessions with?
Let's see. I want to work with Blast. That's one of my favorite artists. You know, El Alpha. Anyone Latin like Bad Bunny. Would love to work with Bad Bunny. Drake.
Smart fucking man, right? Yeah. That Latin shit, that's gonna take you global.
Obviously Drake. Duh. Who else I want to work with? I want to get it. I've always wanted a Lil Baby single. I got that already.
Yep.
I want to get a Future single real bad. You know, it's crazy. You guys probably don't even know this, but I did a project with 1800 Tequila. I was the only producer on the project, and Future was the curator.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, so what was that project? You mind elaborating on it?
That project came out like 2019 or some shit, like 2020.
But how did that get orchestrated?
It was because Meek was supposed to be the face of it. I can't remember how it happened, but it was just something through the label, and they asked me to be the producer, and I did the whole album. The Future was like the face of it. There was artists on there, like I don't know if you guys ever heard like Seddy Hendrix. Yeah, he was on there.
I gotta go check that shit out then. I don't know about that.
1800 Tequila Volume 2.
Yeah.
I did the whole album.
That's what's up.
We did a whole video, Future, bro. It was, you know what I'm saying?
Why don't I like know much about this at all?
Bro,
we're haters too.
I guess so.
No. So 1800 Tequila dropped a trap album that you produced, and the Future was the face of.
Yep.
Fucking huge.
That's fire.
Yeah,
fucking
bro.
Huge.
Yeah, bro. There's a picture. This
is news to y'all too, right?
Yeah,
The album picture is me and Future, and then all the artists behind us. Bro, I told you, bro. I'd be really doing this shit.
But I'm sure there's like unreal records on there that we just don't know about for whatever
reason.
Bro.
Yeah. Seddy Hendrix is on there. There's a couple like female artists, Sean Sloan, I forget who he signed to. But bro, I'm telling you, bro, I've been doing this shit.
But I know the DJ. We're gonna dedicate. Time to this shit.
I have a playlist. I have this shit coming out with Apple Music called Behind the Boards. It's just like pretty much showing you like all the shit I've done. I'll tell you records that you guys might not even know that I did. Fall Slowly, Joyner Lucas featuring Ashanti.
Okay.
You know that one?
No, I did not know that.
On Tank, 42 Doug. Trap Phone, Don Q, and Designer. Harder Than Pain, Vori. Let me see what. Miss You, Vori's featuring T-Pain by The Locks.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Yeah, bro.
That's sick.
What else? I got a couple Dave East records. I'm coming up. Bobby Shmurda, Bodman, Snoop Dogg, Dollar Signs, around here with Trinidad James. Bro, I got a lot of shit.
Dude, we're also going to put it on you, too, that whenever something does clear and something that does come out, let us know. A lot of music comes out. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes things just get, I know you don't really, you know, if you don't post it, you know, people won't really know. You know what I'm saying? So let it, whatever you need, any songs you need to put in rotation, any songs you want us to try in the club, let us know. And, you know, we'll get our community of DJs that respect us to do the same, because I don't believe that you should be just anybody in the face of the streets.
Yeah.
Because you're doing some amazing things right now. So
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I feel like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't even think about that shit anymore, to be honest with you, bro. I'm just so used to it at this point. Yeah. Just like, if I did, like I said 1,000 times, did to myself. I'll be going outside. Ado knows that. But yo, Ado, get me at the door. He knows that shit.
My fucking God.
Yo, Ado, I got to pay cover? Nah, you good.
Man.
But that's, I mean, that shows also the humbleness, though. That you're just
but yo, that's one thing about people they know about me who really know me. They know I'm humble.
Yep.
You would never, bro, like, I don't even got any jewelry. I got this fucking watch on. It's like, bro, I'm about to buy a nice little Cuban soon, but that's fine.
No, but I mean, even meeting you and like the times that we've hung out, or like we just like sit down eating and we're just talking about literally anything but music.
Yeah, bro. You know I mean, bro, like I'm really humble like that. I'm not like a dickhead wearing shades in the club. Fucking make sure like I'm quiet as shit. I got my little.
And you could if you wanted to.
I could if I wanted to, but that's not me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying,
that's not
bro. I turn around and I see him and I'm like, "When'd you get here?" He's like, "Bro, I've been here for the last hour."
I came on his birthday. He didn't even know I was pulling up.
Yeah, you pull up on my birthday. It's all love, man. Is there anything else you want to just like touch on, announce? You know, let people know what you're doing. The floor is yours at this point.
I mean, I got a lot of shit coming out, bro. 2023 is gonna be a fucking movie. I swear to God. And me and my manager was talking about it. We got so many records coming out, bro. Like I don't even want to tell you who. You know, obviously Meek, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a lot of there's so much shit in the pipeline ready to come out.
In the pipe.
Yeah, in
I
the
love that.
pipeline. Yeah,
Let's go.
it's gonna be fucking lit.
Tap in, guys. Tap in. Well, where can they find you? Website? IG?
Nick Papz, Nick_PAPZ. That's both for Instagram and Twitter, TikTok. Yeah, that's really it. Also, I started my Twitch back up, so I'm really
let's go.
so I'm live streaming every Friday on how I make beats.
That's fire.
And then
That's
I'm
fire.
reposting the recap.
I'm definitely tapping into
Yeah,
it.
we
Yeah.
gotta tune into that.
And then I post a recap on my YouTube, because I have like 40,000 subscribers and I didn't use it anymore.
Yeah.
So now I'm like starting to back up.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's
Word. Yo, thank you so much,
Bro,
for
Nick,
pulling up,
thank
man.
you,
We
bro.
talked about it for a while.
Yeah.
Finally pulled up, and man, what a fucking episode. I mean, like that's the thing. Like when we chill, like I'm not fucking bombarding you with
Yeah, of
questions
course,
and shit.
yeah.
So like hearing a lot of this shit was new to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was
You know
our
what I'm saying?
platform to be able to ask you
So
some shit.
I'm really happy that you came through and
No, I'm kidding. I love y'all.
he just bought a house. But thank you so much, man, for coming through, for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
And another amazing episode of But I Know the DJ.
Happy
episode
New Year,
56.
everyone.
Happy New Year,
Happy New
everybody.
Year.
Happy birthday, Fingers.
Cheers, baby.
And shout out to everybody for listening. Shout out to Papz for coming through. Another amazing year. And I can't wait to start the next one with y'all. Subscribe, like, share. Tell your girlfriend about me because she already knows about me. You know what I'm saying?
Give me snags, baby.
And we'll see you next time.
Bo.